You little slut muffin. Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode. Today is all about suspension. First off the bat, we're going to be swapping over the swing and arm assembly. Take that off in one complete unit, keep it nice and simple. Later on we're going to be doing the forks, where it's going to be a full rebuild, putting some heavier springs in there at the same time. I'm a big lad, so yeah, it should help the ride. I have got another rear shock coming for her. Well, no, sorry, I've already got it. But there will be an episode of me rebuilding. It's a WP rear shock. Unfortunately, the seals you can't order off of a catalogue for anything prior, I think they said 2014. They just don't hold anything, like any knowledge of them. So, yeah, a little bit annoying. So the guys reassured me I'll be able to get the seals. I just need to take it apart, send them the measurements. So as you can see, swapping it out all in one go. Could do with a second pair of hands here, I'm not going to lie, but we struggle on. With the swinging arm, the main pivot bolt, in the other side there's a threaded castle nut, something, I don't know what you'd call it really, but basically you want to wind that in until that gets tight, and that sort of shims and tightens up the actual swinging arm and the frame together. Then the bolt goes through, and that sort of, the head of that locates within that castle nut. And then you obviously got a nut on the other side, which is really there just as a precaution, as a lock nut really. Here we go, preparing for getting her onto the paddock stand. As you can see, there's currently no front end on it. I was a bit apprehensive about doing this, but it all went fairly smoothly, to be fair. So I've got a stand ready to go. So I can, as I lift it, I'll just slide it under with my feet. Up she goes, under the stand. And yeah, she's very haphazard at the moment, but as soon as I get a strap on her, she's all good. Repositioning that strap to go through the swinging arm and hold it all down in place. Happy days. Now for the front end. So I figured out at this point it'd probably be easier if we give the bike a little lay down. So now the forks are out, off with the electronic steering damper. It will be going in the bin. I've got a GPR one to go on her. So I'm not too worried about all the bits and pieces for it. I think one of the hardest things with this bike now, with this particular frame at the minute, is because of the lack of weight, the lack of sort of resistance, undoing anything just becomes really hard and really unruly. Slabber it in a nice bit of grease. I will come to regret this, as you will see. So at this point I'm realising that the cups are different, and yeah, it's not allowing the bearing to sit far enough down into the frame, so I can't get both nuts on there. So out comes the old cups, nice and easy on the new frame, because like I say, you got that support, you got that resistance. Trying to get them out of the old frame, I'm just hammering against air. There we go, victories. Give them a little clean up and in they go. And a nice bit of grease in there. When I'm tightening these down, I like to get it so there's a nice bit of resistance. Obviously you don't want it notchy, and to be honest, I'll never be 100% happy until the forks are on and I can feel it when it's got all the weight behind it. It makes such a difference. This way I find it hard to check to see if they are knocking at all. So yeah, just tightening her down for now, and yeah, do some final checks when she's all together. Now for the forks. So first of all, this little circlip, just be very careful not to lose it. It's I did drop one on the floor, and honestly I spent about half an hour looking for it. Got another little metal O-ring that goes over the fork tube, holds the fork and clip-ons in place height wise. So again, just pop that off, just make sure you don't lose it. So undoing the top cap, get that and the damper rod out the way. Original spring out and in the bin. So drain off the oil as much as you can. Pop the dust seal up out the way, and then you can get the spring clip out. And the forks, there we go, just pop apart, nice and easy. Off to the parts cleaner. Off with the big bush, followed by the little bush. Good time to give them a good deep clean, inside and out. Get all that grime off, make them nice and new again. Give everything a nice good clean. I always find it best just to get all the parts lined up, just so you've got it all to hand, it's nice and easy, you're not sort of faffing about too much. So I use a Ziploc lock bag with the end cut off, bit of rubber grease on it, get the seals and everything on. So you have to sort of build it in reverse now. On with the first bush, and on with the second bush. Get that nice little clean up. On with the fork tube. So first of all, you've got to drive the bushing into place. In goes the oil seal itself. Make sure the sail clip clicks into place. On with the dust seal, and it's as easy as that. So with these forks, it's actually a measurement you take with the spring out and the fork leg fully compressed. So what you do is put the oil in, give everything a run through just to blob out any air. Then set the gauge and pull the syringe. Oh, lost a little bit there, but it's not going to do too much harm. Then, this was the real hard bit. I've only shown you guys a little snippet of it, but honestly, I was there probably for about an hour.
You little slut muffin.
Trust me, she deserved that one. Get the cap screwed back on, give them a final little wipe down, and on the bike she goes. So you see I've got the new clip-ons there, but that little circlip O-ring thing to hold them in place, yeah, make sure you get that, makes life a bit easier. So with the clip-ons, obviously, because they're Renthal, there's no guide, well, there's guide marks, I suppose, so you can sort of look at that, as it were, but nothing factory Honda marks. So what I'm doing, I'm just gauging it off the frame from the end of the clip-on 3 fingers. I will be adjusting them when I get it sort of all back together, so I can get it sort of set up for myself perfectly. But for now, it just gets them in a similar sort of position. On with the cap on the top, the adjuster cap, and a nice new O-ring for her. Again, that little circlip, right, just be very careful, because if it does ting off somewhere, you're going to be right in it. There we go, putting her all together, front wheel in, tighten her down. Like out, so she will be coming off again for a tyre. But yeah, look guys, please let me know your thoughts on tyres. Well, there we go guys, she's beginning to look more like a motorbike again, so we're heading in the right direction. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, drop a like, subscribe, send me some comments, love to hear from you guys. See you on the next one.